Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here with a moon reading. This is for all placements of Libra. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, any placement of Libra. So there's a Sagittarius moon now, a full moon today. And let's see what we have. Moons are all about, the full moons are all about, wholeness, completion. So maybe you're thinking about letting something go or something coming to an end, but let's see what we have. We'll use a variety of tarot and oracle cards, and you can find this message resonates really whenever you see it, but maybe more around that moon time. So, somewhere around mid-June for you, early to mid-June. All right. Could resonate for any area of your life too. Money, relationships, love, all that. A new romantic cycle begins, Libra. New moon in Libra. Interesting. What else do we have? What else? A new start is coming, new moon. So with this completion comes this new beginning. Some of you, if you have Jupiter in Cancer, or if you have like strong Cancer in your chart, maybe this is somehow a new, like a really nice new energy of expansion and everything and good luck with Jupiter moving into Cancer. So maybe step out of your comfort zone, North Node. I love all the purple we're seeing. Makes me think of the crown chakra and the third eye chakra. What else? One more. Wow, all of the purple. Wow. Okay, so your commitment's being tested. First quarter moon. Okay, so what is it here? I think we'll look into what we're letting go of too, and always some questions we should be asking ourselves as well. I like to ask that during the full moon. Okay, we have a Six of Wands here. This is the Fairy Tale Tarot deck by Lamucci Design. I found it on Etsy. I think you can get it other places too. But anyway, we have the Six of Wands, and this is a victory. This is success. So even if you're not looking for romance, it could just be, some sort of relationship growth. Doesn't have to be romantic though. You could even be clearing the air with someone. And you have the Lovers, but it certainly could be romantic. The choice is certainly yours here with the Lovers card. And this is, if I had to pick one card that's about choice and alignment, this is it for tarot. Choice and alignment there, and making sure something really is in alignment with you. And you could be aligning yourself to something totally new. Angelic guidance is here with the wings overseeing the Lovers. And this is like, it's similar to like the Devil card, a card of temptation and being stuck. But in this card, they're free. So you are free to make your own decisions, your own choice. You have the Empress. Step out of your comfort zone is what's being clarified by this Empress. And you can see she's looking up. Makes me think of the Star card, which probably will come out. It keeps coming out in our readings. And you have Two of Pentacles, another card of maybe choice and balance. So that's that commitment being tested. It's all about focus, though, and getting your priorities in order, too. And realizing that things are, everything comes in a cycle. Now, the Empress, too, let's talk a little more about that. That is one of our cards here, Libra. It's certainly a card of fertility, of creation, of abundance, of even I'm getting like self-nurturing and nurturing the right things. Maybe having to turn your back on things that aren't the right thing for you. All right, and speaking of which, we have the Six of Pentacles, and there's the Libra scales there, and that has to do with, again, balance. Just like that Two of Pentacles. So now you have a couple of cards, and even the Lovers can be of balance. So Six of Pentacles, you have 66, well, plus you have the Lovers, so you have 666 coming into the reading. And that is like a sign to leave doubt behind, actually. So with the triple sixes too, it can also be an energy of like, you know, if something isn't fair or it hasn't been balanced in some way, uh, it may be time to abandon it. This is about releasing so greater things can come in, and that's what a full moon is really good for too. You also have the Three of Wands, and it's funny because you had step out of your comfort zone, and this is the card of step out of your comfort zone. You know, some of you may be getting ready to travel too. But this new start, I mean, you could certainly be starting something brand new that you are new to, something that you haven't tried yet. It could have to do with your employment. Yes. What else do we have? I'm getting I get randomly specific messages throughout the reading. I do channel. I'm clairaudient as well as other clairs, and I'm getting something about Bonnet Street. So I don't know if there's a Bonnet Street, and I keep getting 66 too, which has to do with harmony. But 66 Bonnet Street even could be an address, or you're 66 and you used to live on Bonnet Street, or something along those lines. And I'm getting a name like Lynn too. Let's see what else. We have King of Pentacles falling underneath that Empress here. And it's interesting because these two cards, the Empress and the King of Pentacles, are looking to the past. They're basically, though, they're looking in like a familiar direction in order to solve something right now that is taking place now. You know, it's okay. Oh, okay. I have this very specific message too now about cleaning out things in the environment that maybe you've held on to from the past, and how, well, we'll get a message on that, and how that can affect things. And you have the Nine of Swords. Some of you may feel, and this is what's falling under the commitment being tested, as well as the Two of Pentacles. Now you have the Nine of Swords, and it could be like you're trying to balance a lot right now. You're and even also having to maybe go back and review something could be causing stress too. This is the Nightmare card. Some of you could literally be having nightmare or insomnia or something along those lines. And then you have the Temperance card. You have Temperance, and you have the Four of Cups. And so, yeah, I mean, the patience is being tested here. And I get, for some of you, it's there's something in hand or at hand that needs to be more balanced, that needs to be, I am getting the word too, rectified. So something needing to be solved here. I don't always get that with Temperance and the Four of Cups, but I am right now for this reading anyway. And that's what we're focused on. So 88 on the timer. That may resonate for you in some way. But with Temperance, again, it's another card of balance, much like that the Two of Pentacles, and even the Lovers to some degree, as well as the Six of Pentacles, where you have the scales. So there is something about balancing it all out. There could also be something here about you needing to maybe decide how much you want to give or take of something. So I know that's kind of an odd message, but yeah, there is something to that. It's not an odd message if it's your message, right? You'll know exactly what I mean, but it's like how much. Also, I am getting a message about like how much do you want to let something go? Like, do you want to, like, someone's bad behavior even could be. Yeah, interesting. There's something about like looking back to the past though, and I'm not sure exactly what that's all about. Why are we looking back to the past? We're looking back to the past. You may find something no longer suits you. Maybe you've literally outgrown clothes or something and you're getting rid of them, or they're no longer your style. So that's kind of a practical message. You have the Five of Swords. Yeah, what are we looking back? This is the same direction as like looking to the past. So why are we looking back here? I guess to figure out how we can to come up with a new strategy, a new plan, so we're not repeating lessons here, and also how to detach from like whatever's not healthy. A lot of the times when we have that Five of Swords, we end up getting something like the Devil, or we get the Seven of Swords with it. Sometimes we'll get the Three or the Ten of Swords. It's funny how certain cards seem to come out together. You have the Six of Cups. So again, here we are, nostalgia. Could be looking back to the past for something. There's a need to heal something here in the environment too. So, or something about like the current environment preventing you from being able to step up to this new level. So there is something here. But and then with the Five of Swords, we're always needing to ask ourselves, like, is something worth winning it, like at all costs? I saw the Hierophant here. There's the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is looking to the future here. This energy is very future focused. And this is an energy where it's like there's a little bit of sacrifice here, okay? There's a little bit of like kind of just giving it up to the powers that be, leaving some of this up to the universe. The Hierophant, Taurus energy, also Empress is Taurus and Leo energy, both ruled by Venus, so that's why it's shared to the Empress. I'm getting a wish coming true, development of some kind. Maybe you're developing something like a business, or even you're working on your skills, a hobby, something. I'm getting a name like Claire. Maybe you're working on developing your clairs yourself, your own psychic abilities. With a Hierophant too, there needs to possibly be a little more structure, a little more discipline here, a little more learning too, when I have it combined with some of these other energies. Learning from the past, but focusing on the future seems to be a big energy. And let's see who else will come through major arcana wise for that. Like maybe the Fool, that would be interesting, because that would be like an exclamation point for me anyway, as far as this energy. Because that Fool card, they travel lightly, and I always say they carry lessons, not luggage. That's why their little pack is so small. It's moving forward with wisdom. You have the 10 of Pentacles, so long-term success, legacy, with the High Priestess. Wow, so something very powerful coming in. Okay, this is a move. For some of you, you're moving. Could be moving on up, but there's progress. You're moving, you're heading in the right direction. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a card of progression, a number of progression. Things being in order. For some of you, you're getting some paperwork, some documents in order. You're having to take care of something here. There could be something official. There's something here too. I mean, it could be about your finances. The High Priestess, as we know, this has to do with our own intuition, our own inner voice, our own divine truth, right? Secrets. Some of you could have found out some sort of financial secret. You could have found out or you may be keeping a financial secret. You could have a little nest egg or something that nobody else knows about. Yeah, there's definitely an energy of that, where you may have something tucked away, or maybe that's the advice. I'm even getting something about a barn or a shed or something like that, where you keep something else. I'm not trying to reveal your secrets, and don't feel like you have to confess in the comments. But I am getting something being tucked away in like an off building on the property of somewhere. So I know that sounds randomly specific. In fact, it is. My messages always are, but there is something there. And the fact that I'm picking up on it, do what you will with that. But maybe it's not so secret. I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to freak anybody out, but maybe you've discovered someone's secret, or maybe a family secret is about to be revealed. Okay, so again, only take what resonates here. There are a lot of energies coming in. Then I also get this energy of like something being protected over like many generations too. So maybe there is this well-known secret that's protected in the family or something, or in a group that you're in, a company secret even. It could be, or maybe you've discovered like the Colonel's secret sauce recipe. I don't know, whatever. you know. So, um, not the Colonel. Who is it? I don't know. I'm not about to mention any name brands here, but it's like discovering something hidden, tucked away. Um, Something's being explored, but I do get that it could kind of, even there is something here where something being revealed could really flip things. I have to tell you what I'm getting, and this is so interesting. I've never seen that in the 10 of Pentacles, but I'm getting this energy. Look at the card. See what you get off of it. I always encourage people to use your own intuition. Look at this sort of castle, and it's like flipped upside down in a way. That's how I feel it is. And then there's like this off building. I just get there's this secret, and either it's safe or it's not. But I don't know. I mean, your secret's safe with me. I'm not going to divulge all the details on them, but so yeah, you could say there's definitely a secret. I don't know what else to say. Um, wow, this is really very interesting. Even yeah, because the High Priestess with that 10 of Pentacles, it's actually the 10 of Pentacles that's making me pick up on that whole secret thing. But the High Priestess has to do with like mysteries of life, and it could be, and again, like your own inner wisdom, which maybe you keep to yourself. Maybe you have a secret that you're not letting on as far as how much you really know about something, right? Could be. There it is. There's the full card. All right. So I think you have more answers than you're letting people know. But again, your secret's safe with me. Not trying to be creepy, but yeah. So, we already talked a little bit about the Fool, interestingly enough. So I'm also getting a randomly specific message about someone your socks don't match. So here on this card, they do. But I'm getting something about someone who doesn't wear matching socks, either you or someone else. So it's something like even like a mismatched pair in some way. All right. With the Fool card, it's having high hopes and having that optimism. And the Fool is like, they're looking up. That's what they're doing. They're again, things are looking up. So maybe it's connected to this secret you have, or this secret stash, or something's tucked away. But there's something here about someone, who is not going to divulge. They are not going to share that information. So if you just told somebody a secret or something, or maybe someone's going to come to you around the time of this full moon and reveal a secret, and they're going to share that with you, maybe. But what's really interesting, and that could deepen your relationship with them. What's interesting is, full moons can have to do, or the moon energy in general can have to do with secrets being revealed, something unexpected coming out. So, yeah, I mean, this is very cool. I love this deck. I've always loved this deck. It goes pretty deep for whatever reason. It's just the energy. All right, so all right, so I'm laughing because of what I just heard intuitively, clairaudiently. It was Cuddle Monster. So, like, who's the Cuddle Monster here? Oh, it was a Cuddle Monster. I don't know, but oh, sometimes it cracks me up. Some of the things I will hear, and because I feel it too. I don't just like hear it. It's like it's like this whole thing plays out. Anyway, that's all right. So you're not here to hear about me, right? Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, yeah, there's a secret. Okay, there I'm getting like dun dun dun, like if you're watching a movie or a show that sort of suspense. Like maybe you're into suspense movies or something, but there is this like sort of like it's like about to happen. Maybe you feel that something is about to happen as far as, yeah, something that was meant to be kept quiet, or uh, you're making a move of some kind. I did get moving for some of you right when I saw that High Priestess and Ten of Pentacles. I think those were the two cards. I was like, some of you are moving, somebody's moving, or you're like moving towards moving. So because we saw 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer at that time, and again, you're moving, you're taking some steps forward. Oh, there's the devil. Oh my. So there's, like I said, there's this difference between the devil and the Gemini, and the Gemini card, the Lovers card. So you have Capricorn energy here, but the difference is like the devil, it's like being chained to something, and the choice is no longer yours, right? It's like addiction or something. You might initially choose something, but then once you're addicted, it's like it's kind of out of your control. And so there's something here about dependency here, maybe a little bit of excess of something. Even it could be anything. It could be any sort of thing that there's too much of. Anything eventually can become too much, right? Even good stuff. Um but I get like facing it on their own. This because normally in the devil card there are two people, and on this one there's just the one. So maybe you've already set yourself free from someone or something, and you're kind of like facing your own desires even. So yeah. All right, what else do we have? Okay, 8 of Pentacles. Working really hard here. Getting some of you are getting your ducks in a row. You know that expression, but it's like getting it's like it's a plan for how to move forward and what to focus on, because we have it again with the 2 of Pentacles now. Now it's the 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles on top of the Hierophant and the 9 of Swords. This is another energy here about your commitment being tested, but you deciding what you're going to focus on. Are you, and then like, don't, and this is with the devil here, it's like, don't be distracted, because you have this new start with the Fool card that is bringing you towards that 10 of Pentacles. See, they're actually moving towards one. Yeah. But we don't want to be distracted. We don't want to get distracted and fall off that cliff there in this card. Let's see what else we have. Something could come in. It's like quite motivating. Something could be very motivating. You might be motivated to leave something, or maybe you're motivated to start a new cycle. I'm getting Vienna too. I'm hearing Vienna. So maybe that has something to do with it. Okay, we have the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. So, time to persevere with something. Maintain some control. Take a stand. This is about not compromising. And again, being very, very deliberate with your actions. So this may require, whatever it is you're doing may require deliberate steps. Therefore, discipline is required. And also some of you may be asking yourself, is it, back to the secret, right? But is it worth the stress it's causing you to have to keep someone else's secret? That's something specific for someone. You have the Queen of Wands. Now, this is interesting. It's in reverse. And I say, oh, nothing stops a Queen of Wands. We don't normally get this card in reverse. Okay. Queen of Wands upright is very confident. They move forward. They're determined, very creative energy, assured, very self-assured. In the reverse, this can be someone with low confidence, someone who's insecure, someone who is like overly skeptical to the point where they're not moving, they're not stepping out of their comfort zone. So you have the new start. We have some advice about not backing down, but then I feel as though that's just it. That's part of the challenge. Is some of you, it's hard. It may be hard to face something, or for whatever reason, you're even not trusting your intuition when it comes to something. You may feel there's like a lack of direction or of clarity. You have the Two of Cups, and you have yet another card. So now you have three cards. You have the Lover's card, Temperance, and now the Two of Cups that have the angelic wings. So it's like but I get you're having to use your judgment, because the other card would be Judgment that would have the wings. And I get you're going to have to use your judgment when it comes to healing something, when it comes to a partnership, when it comes to commitment of some kind. You may actually be choosing to heal something too, or know that you can't commit until you heal something. So this can have to do with a relationship, but there is definitely an attraction here. You have the Lover's card, the Two of Cups, and is it a healthy attraction though? Because remember, you have that Devil card here. So it's like, but I do get healing, and I get like blessings coming in. You remember, you have the Hierophant too. So I'm getting this sort of blessed partnership or path even. So we have the King of Wands. Yeah. So it's like having to trust that we can't possibly know everything there is to know, right? But we have to, at some point, like with this King of Wands, we have to be that authority. We have to be that bold leader. We have to have that courage to face our fears with that like Devil card, and to face our past, with that Six of Cups and other cards that are in here, and to get that Queen of Wands in the upright. We're going to have to almost like be okay not knowing exactly where something's going to lead. We can't possibly know right now. There are some things that are back to the word secret, when it comes to life. We don't know. We don't need to know all the information right now necessarily in order to know that we can move forward. So this is about being inspired and having that drive, that determination, and the leadership abilities. It's kind of like a reading I did for you last week about stepping into your own sovereignty, really being that authority. Yeah, okay. And there's the Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups here, beautiful card, and that's like tuning into your intuition, right? Being tuned in, tapped in. They have multiple moons here in this card. And it reminds me of the High Priestess, because you see the different phases of the moon in this card too, generally, with the crown, and it usually shows three phases, the different phases of the moon. Then there's the crescent moon at the feet here. Very similar energy, watery energy, the dreamer in you. But they're holding that Ace of Cups, and there's another, again, there's some sort of satisfaction. Something ends up being much more satisfactory or satisfying than you maybe had thought it would be. Maybe it has to do with this King of Wands. Maybe it's the King of Wands, Queen of Cups, fire, water. Maybe there's some sort of like balancing each other out here, like with this Two of Cups. But not giving away your power in any situation. That could be part of like your commitment being tested too. And even though, you're stepping out of your comfort zone, maybe for something, it doesn't mean that this isn't something that you can excel at. Let's get a little advice here from Spirit. Let's get some advice here for the Libra Collective. I'm using Moonology and Moonology Manifestation decks by Yasmin Boland. This is the manifestation one. So it says open up to change. New moon in Aquarius. Yeah, open up to change, because you have a new romantic cycle begins, and new starts coming. Step out of your comfort zone. Your commitment's being tested. So it's like, yeah, it's not necessarily going to be easy, but it is important to open up. And it may be hard for some of you to open up emotionally, or even to Allow yourself to fully follow that intuition of yours. Cool your emotions here. Full moon in Aries. Some of you may be worried that, you don't want to be like overly emotional, but then at the same time, it's hard because you have that balance. You don't want to be overly emotional, but you don't want to be not emotional enough. So, but honor your feelings here. Okay. With the first quarter moon in Pisces, maybe you need to explore how you're feeling. Let me get a card off the top. Judgment. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Explore how you feel, but like, yeah, use your judgment with something. You have there's the fourth card with the angel wings. You now have all of it. So I feel as though you're definitely being divinely guided. We'll get some angel numbers too, as we always do. And let's get messages from the angels now that we're here we are with judgment. So there's some sort of like, that's the final tarot card I was going to get for you too. And here it is. So use your judgment. I know that's not what you want to hear necessarily, but this is you making that final decision. This is an awakening. All right. You're hearing something, like lean into your own wisdom for this. Really tap in. You're going to have to allow it to happen. Wow. All right. Yeah. Honor your feelings. Honor the feelings. So even if something really does not sit right, there's your clarity, how you're feeling is your clarity. If it feels off, it probably is. All right. So this can also tie into life purpose, but there's this fresh start too. When I think about all the cards that are here, this judgment has to do too with this sort of like moment of clarity, revelation. Boom. It sets you in motion, What else do we have? Talk less, feel more. More Pisces energy. Okay. So feeling. And maybe you're feeling, because we keep having the word secret, maybe you're feeling as though you're not keeping your feelings quiet anymore. You're not going to keep those secret, or maybe someone else is deciding they're going to not keep something secret. But trust all will be well with the new moon in Virgo energy coming in. And let's get some moon dreaming oracle cards by Maruka X. And then we'll use the Maruka X angel deck as well, but I don't have a name on it. So romance is about to come into your life. Lover's moon. Interesting. So can be relationships in general. So here's the back of the Maruka X angel deck. So you could look it up online if you felt like it on Etsy, but there is no name on it. But this is the moon dreaming one by them. And top of the deck, you have take a chance on someone new, moonlight. My goodness. Okay, so hey, you decide though, right? It's like use your intuition. Look at the moon. It's just like the one on the high priestess's crown, right? One more. Deep diver. Okay, so beneath the surface lies true wealth. This is about hidden information. What do you know, right? Okay, so secret revealed here. Secret revealed, and then you make a judgment call. Or maybe you're finding out like people can't keep secrets from you because you're too good. You pick up on it. All right, what do we have? What do we have for Libra? Angel messages. Oh my goodness, Libra, seriously? New love. Card 61. Look at this. I can't believe it. No matter what deck I'm using, like you're getting love. Love, love, love. Okay? A new relationship is entering your life who will be a reflection of your newfound authenticity. Ah, okay. So there's a new phase in love. And find your target, card 78. When you're in alignment with the universe, you will not miss your mark. Get clear on your desires and intentions. That's another big part there with like the Fool card and the Judgment card, I feel. And top of the deck, Miracles, card 36. Miracles are flowing into your life. Your angels are helping you resolve your challenges in ways that will surprise you. Now, what are we releasing? Anything we need to release here? Let's use the Surrender Oracle by The Power of Surrender by Judith Orloff. All the decks I use are in the description box. By the way, if you want to check out your other signs, your other placements, not just your sun, moon, rising, wherever you're here, but I do have another channel I started for you, Mantic Mystic Messages. There it is on your screen, Mantic Mystic Messages. And you can check me out over there if you'd like. Yeah. Whoa. All right. I started that because other people, well, people had requested, can you read for other signs? So, yeah, there we go. Okay, surrender to the beauty of the natural world. So take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. And surrender your addictions. Yeah, this makes sense with what came through in your reading. So whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction. Replace it with healthier alternatives. I don't think I've ever had this card come out, actually. So this could really be something that someone's really working on. And surrender to joy. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling. During both the hard and easy times, keep surrendering to more joy. And let's get Starlight card by Jessica Lee. Whoa, you have two that came out. Radiate and Discover. So spot new opportunities with Discover. And Radiate, let your light shine through. And angel numbers. And we'll get an animal card too. Let's use the animal healing card. Animal healing by Britta Bowman. What do we have for Libra? By the way, your next reading will take place outside. Cards in the Yard is back. All right. So some of your readings, I will do them outside. So I hope you enjoy that. Sperm Whale, blessings. Throat chakra, card 36. I did say blessings earlier. Expect abundant blessings. Tell the universe what you desire and be open to receiving. Trust that your prayers are being heard and answered. And Butterfly, release, card 44. Crown chakra. Makes sense with this full moon energy, right? It's time to let go of what has served its purpose. Allow your next level self to emerge. Reveal your true colors to the world. I think some of you, the secret is you've been holding back with a certain gift or something that you have. Stag, source, crown chakra, card 48. Remember your true source. Let go of your belief in scarcity. Infinite abundance is available to you now. And your angel number is. If you enjoyed this reading, please do like, subscribe. That definitely helps. Leave a nice comment. I'd appreciate it. And thank you so much to all of my members. I appreciate you very much. I hope you're liking those weekly videos. And I've tried to be very consistent with those. So if you are a member, yes, those videos come out Mondays usually, the bonus readings. All right. And others of you, if you're interested, oh my goodness, there's the word abundance again. Anyway, $3.99 a month gets you all the perks for membership. So, all right, 888, sign of abundance. You will have great success coming your way. This is a number that keeps popping up in readings lately. And you have the word abundance showing up now 3 times. Expect abundant blessings. And abundance is available to you now, and a sign of abundance. So abundance, abundance, abundance. So there's an abundance of something. Maybe, there's abundance coming in for you that I feel you're creating. Actually, you're turning yourself in the right direction. But I also, so there's like secrets and abundance. It's what this full moon's bringing for you. Hopefully it's not an abundance of secrets. Nobody wants that, but yeah. So I hope this is helpful in some way. And if it is, you know how to show support. And thank you so much for being here.